Welcome back, Cowboys Nation, to the latest and most intriguing updates from the heart of Dallas Cowboys OTAs, where developments are heating up on multiple fronts. We've got a lot to talk about today, from key veterans showing up in a big way, to young players making waves, to shifting depth charts and surprising alignments. The headlines are buzzing around names like Kenneth Murray, the veteran linebacker acquired this offseason, and promising prospects like Toia and Guyton, both of whom are stepping into some big expectations. Jaydon Blue, the electric rookie running back, is turning heads, and there's a fierce competition brewing at the nickel corner spot that might reshape how the Cowboys defense looks in 2025. All of it coming together under the intensity of off-season workouts, as Mike McCarthy and his staff try to piece together a roster that can go all the way. Let's dive into every detail coming out of Frisco, Texas, as we break down the news you need to know. Let's start with Kenneth Murray, who has emerged as one of the most vocal and physical presences in OTA practices. The former first-round pick from the Chargers has come to Dallas with something to prove. After a mixed stint in Los Angeles, where he showed flashes of elite sideline-to-sideline speed but struggled at times with consistency in coverage and tackling angles, Murray seems to be embracing a fresh start. Cowboys defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer has taken a personal interest in Murray's development, seeing the kind of athleticism that can transform the second level of the defense. Reports from insiders attending practice say Murray is flying around the field, barking out adjustments, helping younger players line up correctly, and delivering the kind of physicality that gets noticed. It's not just his athleticism that stands out, it's his urgency. Coaches have praised his leadership, and it's evident that he's being prepped to be the quarterback of this defense alongside, or in place of, Leighton Vander Esch, depending on how health and scheme shake out. Murray's versatility is especially valuable considering the scheme changes being implemented by Zimmer. There's a renewed focus on disguising coverages, shifting fronts, and using linebackers in exotic blitz packages. Murray has the tools to thrive in that kind of system, and early reports suggest the Cowboys are experimenting with him at multiple alignments: inside linebacker, weak side linebacker, and even occasionally bringing him down on the edge to rush the passer. This flexibility is going to be a critical asset for Dallas in a division where the Eagles and Commanders both have dynamic, run-pass option-heavy offenses that demand linebacker athleticism and quick decision-making. If Murray continues at this pace, don't be surprised if he's wearing the green dot on his helmet come Week 1. Turning our attention to Toia, the mammoth defensive tackle out of UCLA who joined the Cowboys as an undrafted free agent, but is already making noise. At 6'3", 325 pounds, Toia brings exactly what the Cowboys have needed in the interior for years: a run-stuffing, gap-eating presence who can keep linebackers clean and control the line of scrimmage. With Motzi Smith still recovering from surgery and slowly ramping up, Toia has taken full advantage of the extra reps with the first and second units. Coaches are raving about his motor, a trait not always associated with nose tackles, and his ability to anchor against double teams. In one practice session, he reportedly drove a backup center 5 yards into the backfield during a goal line drill, drawing praise from both defensive line coach Jeff Scanina and veterans like Osa Odigizua. But it's not just the power, it's the mental aspect of Toia's game that's impressing. He's shown strong instincts, identifying screen plays quickly and getting his hands up to bat down passes. In walk-throughs and classroom sessions, he's been noted for asking thoughtful questions and absorbing the system quickly. This bodes well for his chances of making the 53-man roster, especially with how thin the Cowboys have been in recent seasons at true one-technique depth. If he continues at this pace through minicamp and training camp, there's a very real chance Toia carves out a rotational role, or even earns early down snaps next to Osa or Motzi. For a team looking to get tougher up front, Toia might be one of the breakout stories of the summer. Now, let's shift to the offensive side and talk about Guyton, the first-round tackle out of Oklahoma who was brought in to stabilize the right side of the offensive line. Guyton has all the physical tools you could want: length, agility, strength, and he's already showing them off. But OTAs have been about more than just the physical. It's the technique, the footwork, the mental processing of blitz packages and stunt recognition that Guyton is working hard to master. The good news? According to offensive line coach Mike Zimmer, Guyton has come in ahead of schedule on the mental side. He's learning quickly, not repeating mistakes, and is handling speed rushers well in practice, even against Micah Parsons in limited reps. That's no small feat. What's been especially interesting is how the Cowboys are managing Guyton's workload. Rather than locking him into right tackle reps exclusively, they've been rotating him around a bit, even giving him a few snaps at left tackle and left guard in practice. This could be a contingency plan or simply part of the process of building his versatility, but it underscores how highly they think of him. Veteran linemen like Zach Martin have reportedly taken Guyton under their wing, working with him on hand placement and leverage. The Cowboys clearly view Guyton as a cornerstone piece, someone who can start from day one and help stabilize a line that had its ups and downs last season. If he continues on this track, the Cowboys may have found their answer to long-term protection on Dak Prescott's right side. Speaking of rookies making waves, let's talk about Jaydon Blue. The former Texas Longhorn running back is bringing speed, vision, and energy to every OTA session. While he came into the league with less height than some of the top draft picks, Blue is turning heads with his smooth cutting ability and natural pass-catching talent out of the backfield. With Tony Pollard gone and Rico Dowdle still finding his footing as a lead back, there's a wide open lane for a player like Blue to carve out a role. Early on, he's been working with the second-team offense, but his performance has earned him reps with the first team in certain packages, especially on third down and in 2-minute drills. Coaches love his football IQ. Running backs coach Jeff Blasco mentioned that Blue picks up blitzes well, which is critical for trust in passing situations. During one OTA session, Blue reportedly stoned a blitzing linebacker and then leaked out into the flat for a 15-yard gain. That kind of play not only turns heads, it builds trust with the quarterback and the coaching staff. What's even more encouraging is that Blue isn't just a gadget player. He's showing the ability to run between the tackles, demonstrating patience and decisiveness that you don't always see in rookie backs. The way things are trending, Blue could easily become a key part of a backfield committee, if not more. Don't sleep on his ability to make a major impact come preseason. And now to one of the most compelling position battles brewing in OTAs, the nickel corner spot. With Jourdan Lewis entering the final year of his deal and still recovering from some lingering issues, the Cowboys have opened up a competition that features a mix of youth and experience. Players like Darren Bland, Nahshon Wright, Eric Scott Jr., and even rookie Kalen Carson have all seen time in the slot. Bland, who led the NFL in interceptions last season, is arguably better on the outside, but the Cowboys are testing his ability to play inside due to his quick instincts and short area bursts. Coaches have noted that while Bland is a ball hawk, his physicality and tackling ability make him a strong candidate for the nickel role if needed. Meanwhile, Eric Scott Jr. has quietly had one of the strongest OTA performances of any young DB. He's shown tight coverage, good communication, and the kind of aggressiveness that coaches love in the slot, where you often have to handle two-way go routes and be ready to support the run. Kalen Carson, the rookie out of Wake Forest, is raw but has flashed impressive recovery speed and competitiveness. The staff loves his attitude. He's described as a sponge in the film room, and they're giving him every chance to earn reps. There's even been some experimentation with safeties like Wanya Thomas coming down to play nickel in big nickel packages, especially against tight ends and bigger slot receivers. This battle is going to go all the way through training camp and likely into preseason games. The nickel spot is increasingly critical in today's NFL, where teams are in sub-packages more than 60% of the time. The winner of this battle won't just be the third cornerback, they'll be on the field for the majority of snaps, making plays against shifty slot receivers and disrupting timing routes. The fact that this competition is so open and so competitive is a great sign for the Cowboys' defensive depth and adaptability. As all of this unfolds, what stands out most is the energy and urgency present in these OTA sessions. This team feels locked in. Coaches are pushing players hard, but there's also a sense of excitement, a belief that this year could be different. Veterans like Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons are setting the tone, staying engaged even when not taking physical reps, and holding teammates accountable. It's a different kind of vibe, one that suggests the team has learned from past playoff disappointments and is determined to rewrite the narrative. There's still a long road ahead: mandatory minicamps, training camp in Oxnard, preseason games, and of course the grind of the regular season. But what we're seeing now in OTAs is the foundation being laid for a Cowboys team that could be faster, tougher, and more versatile than any we've seen in the past few years. Kenneth Murray's leadership, Toia's power, Tyler Guyton's polish, Jaydon Blue's explosiveness, and the heated battle at nickel corner are all signs that competition is alive and well in Dallas. And that competition, that hunger, might just be what this team needs to finally take the next step. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have notifications turned on, because we'll be bringing you every detail, every development, and every surprise as the Cowboys continue building toward what could be a very special season. If you're as fired up about this team as we are, drop a comment with the player you're most excited about coming out of OTAs. Is it Kenneth Murray? Jaydon Blue? One of the young DBs? Let us know. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more exclusive Dallas Cowboys coverage right here.